Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And I'm in a state of panic. I don't know where my screwdriver is. Oh, drat. All right. This will have to do. Today, we are flipping through Mad Magazine number 373, released September 1998. Our price, $2.50, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, I have something I need to say. And that is, please hit like and subscribe on this video. If this is your first time here and you're enjoying it so far, I mean, though there's not much to enjoy, is there? Go ahead, click subscribe. If you're back from a previous video or a live stream, hit subscribe. It makes a big difference to me emotionally. I'm on my way to 500 subscribers. That's my goal, and I want to get there quick. If you want to support me in another way, you can go to patreon.com/flippinthrough. It's down there below. And hey, here's some names of people who do support me on Patreon. That is David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope I can keep on earning it. If you support me, you get a sweet set of MAD-themed stickers. So check that out. That's at any level. There are no levels. Any amount that you give me earns you some stickers and some MAD trading cards. That's enough of that. Let's get to the reason for the season, the whole purpose of your visit to my channel. And that is this, MAD number 373. Oh, and there I am. Anyway, do you guys remember this? Back in like 1998 when we had these two movies that were basically the same thing that came out. First, Countdown to Armageddon, plus we spoof Deep Impact. I remember Armageddon because that was, I think, the better of the two. An asteroid coming to Earth, as in the picture. What do? We send some drillers from off the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, send them up into space, get them to, I don't know, put a bomb in the asteroid. Oh, got some of that GERD acting up. Anyway, that's the extent of my memory. Then plus we spoofed Deep Impact, and that was the one where Morgan Freeman was the president, and he saved the Earth. I don't know. I never actually saw it. I don't know who did this cover, but you know what? If I go to madcoversite.com, I can get that information. Because this is not somebody I'm super familiar with. I don't recognize the signature. Where is it? Come on. 74. Here we go. 73. James Bennett. That's the cover artist of that. If you want to flip along, I try to remember to put all of the links to the Mad Cover Site page in the video description. That way you can, I leave out details, mostly through ignorance, but also because sometimes I can't go into everything. So if you want to flip along at madcoversite.com, you can do that. Here we have the Newmanism, Alfred E. Newmanism. Every dog has its day. But in dog years, that's like a whole week. Wait, is that how it works, dog years? Oh yeah, I guess it would. Or it'd be several days. Founder, William Gaines. Jeanette Kahn, the one who wanted to, if you recall, that Mad News where I exposed the letter where Jeanette Kahn wanted to get rid of Dave Berg, or at least reduce the amount of Dave Berg appearances. I feel as though this camera is getting worse and worse at staying in focus. Heir apparent. I just wanted to know, what are those things sticking out of Monroe's head? Are they his ears? Emily L., Washington, Michigan. M. No, not ears. They're Monroe's dreads, and they happen to be the hottest and latest craze among those in the know. Ed. Jennifer Leonardo. Oh, not Jennifer Leonardo. Jennifer Leonardo and Michael have jumped on the Monroe bandwagon. How about you? I didn't know they were dreadlocks. I knew it was like some type of hairstyle, but that's that's interesting. But it's a cartoon. It doesn't have to make sense, right? And here we have, look at this, a great homage cover. One that I don't think I appreciated ever as an homage. Your Titanic cover, MAD 369, is very intriguing, but talk about deja vu, or perhaps the lack of creativity. It looks plagiarizingly similar to your SS Poseidon cover, MAD 161. Aaron, holy smokes, you're right. We've contacted our Sparkplug attorney Lil, who says we can indeed sue ourselves for plagiarism. Since she will be representing both ourselves and us, chances for an amicable out-of-court settlement are high. We hope so, because the lawyer's fees are astronomical. I mean, they knew, right? Of course they knew. And that's that's homage or homage. How do you say the word homage? Please leave a comment down below, because I made fun of my friend for mispronouncing it, and he's not letting me forget it. So tell me how you pronounced homage or homage. Anyway, the Oreck vacuum cleaner. Famously, the owner, Jim Oreck, stood beneath a bowling ball as this vacuum held it above his head. Sleep impact. Artist Mort Drucker. Writer Dick DeBartolo. We got to zoom in on some of this. This is a departure from the norm, which is usually that 2-page, like massive splash page. Recently, Let me try that again. Recently, the nation's top astrologers discovered what some dopey teenager observed a year ago, a huge comet hurtling toward Earth. This comet is big, about the size of New York, but not as big as the plot holes in this movie. When it hits, millions will die, and life as we know it today will cease. As your president, I didn't release this news earlier, so I would have something big to release whenever another illegal campaign fundraising scandal was uncovered. That happened about 15 minutes ago. Hence the announcement, which will wipe the illegal fundraising story off the face of the earth. And yeah, look at, there's what's his face, Morgan Freeman. Who's this? Is this, what is her name? I forget. Well, there's Jim Carrey. But Jim Carrey wasn't in this movie. That's not possible. Téa Leoni. Is that Téa Leoni? I'll have to investigate. Why are we flying directly behind the comet? If we moved to the right or left of it, we wouldn't be pelted with all this debris. We can't move to the left or right because this is a brand new space shuttle, and quite frankly, I don't know where the turn signal is. There are no turn signals on a space shuttle, Captain. Okay, then someone open the window and put their hand out. Signal that we're going right. I've flown 100 million miles without a moving violation. I don't want one now. Not Dick DeBartolo's best work, but that's okay, right? They can't always be knockouts. And here's the lovely Spy vs. Spy Cooper stuff. And this is when he was doing it like full on with like, it seemed like he was, like rattle cans, or I don't know, maybe it was an airbrush. I guess that would probably make more sense if you're an artist working in a studio to be using an airbrush and not just a can of spray paint. And I do like it. I think I've said this before. I don't think I appreciated the novelty of it at the time, but I do. I quite enjoy it now, and I'm glad that he took over. MAD's blueprint for boosting baseball's popularity. John Caldwell. What? A MAD notepad? What? Wait. It was a dry erase noteboard? Oh man, I'm going to put this in. I've started collecting. Now this might be the issue. This might be like tip you off that somebody has a problem. I've started just making a stack of these cards that remain in my issues. That would be really cool to have, that dry erase board. I've never seen that. Look at this though. This is what I live for. This is my favorite type of thing in Mad Magazine. You know, maybe it goes back to those childhood memories of like who is his name? Martin Hanford, the guy who did Where's Waldo. Like, golly, look at how much there is to drink in. Hey, beer man, look at, there's like the Undertaker for some reason. Here's, look at this guy looking right into the camera and he's pissed. I just love it. Hey, joint man. Hey, bunk man. Wait, what? Hold on. This is hey, sand man. Hey, beer man. Hey, coke man. Hey, bunk man. That's got to be a shout out to Tom Bunk. Hey, new man. Hey, joint man. Hey, and that one just says hey, beer man in the traditional way. Baseball for dummies. I don't understand that. Making boring, time-consuming quarrels a thing of the past by firing the current crop of umpires and replacing them with recently laid off disgruntled postal workers. Oh man, the 90s were nuts. There was this term. What am I thinking of? He was out by a mile. In fact, maybe you should count as 2 outs, okay? Where postal workers were really... I mean, that was not in the 90s, right? Wasn't it in the 70s, the guy in Austin, Texas? But I think there were several occasions where postal workers really kind of went off the deep end and harmed a great number of people. Coined the term going postal. Replaced the infield fly rule with the more physically demanding and risky infield cup rule. The ump has called for the infield cup rule, and Lopez is hoping this can of corn comes down without breaking the eggs. God, he's so funny. Begin a new spring training ritual, the running of the bullpen. Golly, these are so much fun. These illustrations are so great. Encourage fan interaction with special giveaway promotions like Voodoo Doll Night. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful. I love this. Instead of the ceremonial first pitch, have a drunken fan randomly selected in the late innings toss out the game's 150th pitch. And it's just going right through his chest. My God. Oh, this alone is such a great piece. MWJATS. I'm going to have to read this introduction. Each year, millions of high school juniors and seniors bust their butts studying for and taking the SAT, Scholastic Aptitude Test, or the ACT, American College Test. Our question is why. Most of them are going to wind up slinging McNuggets or scooping Mocha Rainforest Crunch. What they should be taking is something like MAD's new scientifically designed MWAJATS, Minimum Wage Job Aptitude Test. Who did this? Oh, Timothy Shammy is the writer. And Tim Shammy is the artist, writer, Mike Snyder. Which phrase below are you least likely to ever use working the overnight shift at 7-Eleven? Here's the money. Don't shoot. No, I don't know which cough syrup has the most alcohol in it. Well, yeah. Wait, no, I'm not going to say anything on that. Whoa, dude. Why don't you buy the Hustler and do it at home? Hey, quit bleeding all over my floor. Sure, we accept American Express Platinum cards. A customer comes into your video store and asks you to recommend something light and funny in a Jim Carrey sort of way. You should respond by grunting, groaning, rolling your eyes, giving them a copy of Reservoir Dogs, that masterpiece of ultraviolet neo-noir filmmaking by genius director Quentin Tarantino, and saying, "This is just what you need." E, all of the above. What is the answer? Do they have an answer key to this? They don't. I guess it should be apparent, right? Jason forgets to roll up the car windows before sending it through the automated car wash, resulting in the interior getting completely soaked. What should Jason do? Shrug and ask, what water? Blame it on the crack in the window, after cracking the window himself. Blame it on the new guy who doesn't speak English. File a Equal Employment Opportunity Commission complaint when the boss yells at him about it. I feel like this could, they could do something really similar to this with jobs in the gig economy. Right? The gig economy. That's what I hear. Like Uber, driving Uber or delivering people's foods and things like that. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. And maybe this will sound weird. I think one of the things that made Monroe so appealing to a teenager. Wait, when did this come out? 98. So I was 12 years old. So, right, I was developing. I was becoming a man, you see. I think what was so great about it is that Bill Ray captured in his drawings how frightening children can be when you are not a frightening child, right? They look scary, frightening. In fact, how many times can I say that word? How frightening older, more dangerous kids can seem. How alluring a girl that age can seem. And just really how embarrassing and confusing all of it is when you are a kid that age. So I think that's why I feel like I related to Monroe, even though I did not live in like a broken home the way Monroe did. It was wonderful. He was a very relatable person in as much as I don't know, I think Bill Ray visually captured the teenage experience. Anyway, here we have, I almost called this totally wrong. I was going to say this is the Herman Mejia, that wonderful caricature artist that I enjoy, but this is not him. This is Keith Seidel. The old sportsmanship versus the new sportsmanship. The old sportsmanship, no hitting below the belt, float like a butterfly. The new sportsmanship, no swallowing your opponent's ear after biting it off. Boy, I really like these. Oh, great, it's not even focused. I apologize, everybody. Look at these illustrations, though. These are great. There's something, like, look at how he wrote this. Ralph, what's his name? Not Ralph Bumstead, Ralph Steadman? No, Ralph Steadman, that's Oprah's husband. No, Ralph Steadman, yeah. The guy who did all of the illustrations for, like, Hunter S. Thompson. There's something like the way he uses the lines. It's, I don't know, the sort of like scratchy look of these. It evokes that. It's evocative of Ralph Steadman. The old sportsmanship. It's like Ralph Steadman and Herman Mejia. The old sportsmanship, telling the winner congratulations. The new sportsmanship, telling the hitman only to maim your rival, not kill her. The old sportsmanship, filing an official complaint with the league office over a bad umpire's call. The new sportsmanship, filing a big wet loogie directly in the ump's face from 2 feet away. Oh, here's a golf one. This will be great. The old sportsmanship, welcoming in talented new players with open arms. The new sportsmanship, welcoming in new players with offensive jokes involving their ethnic background. Oh, that's interesting. I guess I never recall that with Tiger Woods. I'm just wasn't aware of it, I guess. It sort of makes sense. I mean, you know what I mean, right? When I say it makes sense, it's unsurprising that maybe a sport like golf, which was, country clubs being famous for their maintaining segregation against black people and Jewish people. that they might have an issue with Tiger Woods, I guess. The old sportsmanship, apologizing after tripping another player by accident. The new sportsmanship, apologizing after choking your own coach on purpose. Oh, these are good. Now, like, sports humor does not get me very often, but those were pretty good. Ginger Spice's farewell letter. Did she leave? The Spice Girls? Sorry, guys, I'm not that interested in that, so I'm gonna pass on by. Mad pop-off video. Oh, of course. VH1 had the pop-up videos, which were so much fun. They were just like little facts. They were dumb. Sometimes they had to do with the video, but it was like after you've seen the video so many times, it was kind of fun to. It's a fun way to watch it. We have my favorite, Dave Berg. Here we go, though. Melvin and Jenkins. Artist Kevin Pope and writer Desmond Devlin. Don't even have to look at that because I know this now. Desmond Devlin, the creator of this. And also, I think he has a Kickstarter. Anyway, I don't think. I know he does. And it's all of the movie spoofs that they have not done. Jenkins. If you are unfamiliar, I guess I should introduce it. I act like everybody has the same memories that I do with these. When we think of summer camp, we think of swimming in lakes, hiking through the woods, and food fights in the dinner tent. However, with these two boneheads involved, summer camp takes on a whole new meaning. Here's Melvin and Jenkins' Guide to Summer Camp. Now, scratch my nose. Melvin and Jenkins is a take on the highlights. Well, I know it from highlights. Goofus and Gallant, and it's delightful. Jenkins shows the other campers how to start a campfire using just some underbrush and 2 dry sticks. Melvin creates a real blaze using nothing but a lighter, the unpopular kid's mattress, and all his clothes. Let's zoom in a little bit more so we can also appreciate Kevin Pope's artistry. Jenkins finds the kids who didn't get any mail, tells them a funny story, and soon has the youngster all smiles again. Melvin says, maybe your parents died. It's wonderful. Counselor Jenkins treats each camper as a unique individual, a special person with his own collection of needs, talents, challenges, and dreams. Melvin introduces the military concept of acceptable losses to the summer camp experience. I love it. This is like, I gotta say, guys, I love those older issues. I absolutely love them. But if you haven't picked up on it, like these 90s issues, that's my jam. This is my golden age of Mad Magazine. There's just so much nostalgia in it for me. Here we have some beautiful Tom Bunk artwork. Countdown to Armageddon, artist Tom Bunk, writer Mike Mikula. Mike Mikula. That sounds like a made-up name. July 10th, 1998. Astronomers announced they have observed a huge asteroid headed this way and will calculate it to collide within 30 years. Or in 30 years. Not with, anyway. Sale of a 30-year Treasury bonds plummet. October 3rd, 2008. Astronomers realized that they were right about the asteroid the first time. Now Earth has a mere 20 years left. Got to keep that one too. I think this is the type of one that you got to read in order. I can't really hop, otherwise it's like referential to itself. So, yeah. Looks like we're moving on. The Freakland Mint proudly presents commemorative plates of revisionist history. This is gonna be good. The Franklin Mint. Are they still around? They would just create this sort of like weird tchotchke stuff that you might buy. Maybe a grandparent would buy, a great aunt, a great uncle, and it was, it's kind of weird. The Holocaust hoax special 2-plate set. You don't have to be an anti-Semite to appreciate this stunning pair of beautiful designed plates, but it helps. The first plate, titled Friday Night Poker Game, commemorates the jovial life among the inmates in Nazi concentration camps. Remember, the Nazis would have called their compounds camps if their Jewish visitors. They wouldn't have called them camps if their visitors didn't enjoy them. The second plate, titled The Great Fraud, masterfully depicts a group of Jewish photo retouchers doctoring pictures of Nazi concentration camps. These devilishly clever artists changed the photos of normal, healthy campers into the fake pictures that made it appear as though the Nazis were unkind to their guests, all part of an elaborate practical joke for the whole world to enjoy. It's a little too twisted. Who wrote this? Stan Hart. Helping our Indian brethren. Happy times on the plantation. Rodney King attacks highway patrolman 1992. Here we go. I'm going to read this one because this is one that I will actually be fully amused by. JFK shoots himself in Dallas, 1963. This remarkable plate sheds startling new light on the so-called assassination that shocked the nation. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, realizing his plan to turn the United States government over to the Pope was about to be exposed, took the only way out by shooting himself in the head with a pistol. A great gift for lovers of Oliver Stone, Jack Ruby buffs, or any unbalanced conspiracy enthusiast. Oh my God. Stan Hart. You're a genius, Stan Hart. A mad look at the boss. What can I do except just pause, allow you to pause the video and read it. There we go. Here we have MAD investigates the psychic hotline business. I see a number. It's getting clearer. Yes, it's 4. Yes, 4. But beware. The number 4 holds great danger for you all because the next 4 pages will be wasted. Who did this artwork? Is this Friedman? No, Rick Geary. Writer Desmond Devlin. So this whole thing is Garth Brooks going into Diane Warwick's office. Look at that. I mean, these are some cool illustrations. Have I seen this guy's work before? Now, I don't like to brag, but I've charted the stars of some big celebrities early in their careers. Marilyn Monroe, John Wayne, River Phoenix, Chris Farley. Do you know what all my customers have in common? Yeah, they're dead. They can never contradict you. Very astute. I hope to be adding you to my list of clients. And quite soon, Mr. Brooks. A lovely Max Korn reference right here. Another mad pop-off video. Natalie Imbruglia, Torn. Do I remember that? I think I do. And here it is. The pièce de résistance. Look at this. We got the Man in the Iron Mask. We got this one, Titanic. What are these flowers for? Flowers for Algernon? That was a reference to Gilbert Grape, I guess. Our team of crack odds makers gives you the latest Vegas line on how one of today's biggest stars will be buried at sea. This month's candidate to go to the big iceberg in the sky, Leonardo DiCaprio. Cause of death falls off front of real boat doing King of the World shtick, 3-1. Loses bloody slap fight with Hansen at Tiger Beat magazine party, 5-1. Sleep deprivation from girls screaming Leo outside window 24/7 wherever he goes, 6 to 1. Complete exhaustion from trying to disprove gay rumors, 9 to 1. Frightened to death by ghosts of actual Titanic victims pissed off about his cutesy boy portrayal, 15 to 1. Artist, Herman Mejia. Writer, Mike Snyder. That's right. Anyway, flipping all the way to the back. This, a lovely final one. This is the artist, Sam Viviano. It always surprises me when artists do things like this, which kind of is totally a departure from what they normally do. A street sign, we're afraid we'll see. Caution, school zone. Who wrote this, though? I mean, if he's the artist, maybe he wrote it too. Anyway, with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And remember, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I am curious about what is that golden age of Mad Magazine for you. For me, it's got to be these 90s books. They're just so good. They're just so good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Toodaloo.